Yo, what's up, guys? Can you guys hear me? What's going on? How's everybody doing? If you guys hear crying, that's my dog. He just wants to get out, but he can't because he's too small. What's up, Reggie? How you doing? Yo, my new setup's kind of dope, and it's just a laptop. Just made that shit work. 116,000? What's going on? What the heck? What the hell? Yo, what's going on, guys? How's everybody doing? I'm gonna do a quick stream just because, like, I keep saying I'm gonna do stream and I don't. I don't like doing that. I just had a grueling workout. How's everybody's day? Everyone having a good day? What up, MJ? What's up, Rocco? What's up, Kit? My bar. Can't even talk right now. What's up, Bar? How you doing, brother? Was bring a dog to Amsterdam. I am going to. I gotta get him chips though. He's still young. You guys want me to show you my dog? I would, but he would bark like a motherfucker right now. Um, what's ADA at? Damn, ADA is playing with my feelings today. So yeah, how's everybody doing? We're gonna get right into it, honestly. Just get right into something. I wanted to do some analysis. Well, first off, I hope everyone's doing well. All right, it's been a good couple of days. Granted, if you haven't traded, you feel like you missed something. All right, a lot of movements going down, but it's okay. There's a lot of opportunity, and this is the time where a lot of people get fucked and frustrated. Um, but it's time to calculate some plans, and that's what we're gonna do, as usual. When we're patient, good things happen, and it's important to be patient in times of hysteria, in times of unknown, I guess you would say, for some things. Because we are on pressure discovery for BTC, right? Well, not right this second, but we were, and we will be again. But from which area is most logical to bid? And that's what we're gonna figure out. ETH is blessing us, has blessed us too many times today, I feel like. I'm finally break even on my spot buys. Again. From like that I've been holding for a year and a half, which is crazy. Crazy work. But all right, so BTC did retest towards today's low right now. I guess we'll just kind of analyze what's going on while it's happening since we're near the lows. And then we'll do some analysis on BTC. We'll do some analysis on Ethereum. We'll do some analysis on some indexes. These lists are kind of out of date, so don't pay too much mind onto them. I think ADA can be a good coin as well here. I've never traded it, but the one day looks really good. Or not never, I barely traded it. The one day looks really good. We had a retest of that bottom. That's why I thought we wouldn't go lower than that. My stop held, thankfully. We're still drifting around break even, so it still has yet to push. I want to see it start to close green towards the weekly. Or towards the daily, I should say. So it's still a couple hours left. Hopefully it doesn't want to swing us out in that time. I like the level it's flipping. I think 85 should be the next level of interest. If not, I'm still interested in it, but from where? Because it's close to a breakout, and when this breaks out, I could see people. I could see people wanting to. It's ADA. Okay. It's like XRP kind of, but a little less. Um, but yeah, once it flips this level, this 73 to 75 level, I think it's going to go to 85 easy. So we are playing on a resistance, which is why we've been getting this movement, as well as what's happening today with I guess CPI. I didn't even pay attention today, guys. I'm gonna be honest with you. My performance was so off for no reason at all because of CPI. I guess if I would have known, maybe I would have made some different moves. But that's neither here or there. If we lose this level and reject down for ADA, I like this 68.90 level to 65. I think that's worth a bid. You'll get the sweep of this daily down here, which should act as a good level. That was a level people were willing to bid after the break. It held up. And that should be a level that once taken out or once swept, you kind of think like liquidity there, retest it, and move back up. So we got two plans for ADA. Either we hold right here or we look to retest down there. And I like that plan a lot. BTC, however. I like 64. I like 64. I just don't know how greedy to be. Like I don't know how greedy to be. I should have just stayed out of the market today. I had a heater for the last couple weeks, and I really just want to stay out. I just feel like I got pressured or something. I don't know why I felt pressured. That's on me for feeling that way, but um, just want to get my best. ETH 2830. I like a lot as well. We go over ETH. I actually got a nicer chart to look at for that one. So ETH, I wanted 2940 to 2900 as an aggressive bid. I didn't act upon it, but we got it. I just pussied out on longs today, guys. I really did have this analysis. I mean, not trying to toot my own horn or anything, but I did it. You know, I said it. I just didn't act upon it. So it means nothing. Yo, have you guys been liking my YouTube? Be honest. Be honest. You don't have to lie. Damn, bro, I can't believe I literally had that fucking bro. My fucking ETH analysis yesterday was so good. Fuck, man. See, shit like that, guys. I'm human, bro. That shit fucking pisses me off, bro. So I had a grueling ass workout today, and I fucking feel fantastic. Fucking stupid, bro. BTC2 is Pico. Look at that shit. I literally fucking said probably sweep at 29.75, 29.50 before it bounced at 37. It literally did that, then came back down, then did it again. What is going on, bro? I hate that shit. It's because we're getting more volatile moves than we did the last couple weeks, but the analysis is spot on. It's like, you just gotta act. You just gotta trust yourself and act. We'll do it. We'll do it. When is your next boxing match? Maybe this year. Would like more and longer analysis on YouTube. I will get that up for sure, brother. Absolutely. Um, yeah. Helps me out too when I do it. Could you show the reasoning behind these levels on ETH? Okay, so for ETH, I'm gonna go over my analysis here. We are moving, so I want to keep my eyes on some things as well because I'm in ETH right now and I'm in BTC with Johnny. um, so on ETH right now, right? All these levels are right here is just liquidity. So just think like liquidity when we're in these uptrends because the odds of getting this entry here and now is slim to none unless we're getting a complete nuke of this level and then a flip down, which we didn't get today, so it held. This is just a logical level. People were willing to bid on this first pullback. We impulsed up, printed new highs. So we have people shorting up here. We have people longing down here. This is a good level to long with your invalidation below that low. Hindsight's everything's 2020, obviously, but that's kind of how you have to think. Bro, why's my dog always making the weirdest fucking sounds? I swear. So let's look at it from like a more macro perspective first, and then we'll continue to look at the lower time frame here. But I hope that helped a little bit because that's basically what I do a lot of times is I seek liquidity. Like I'll just kind of seek liquidity because that's what you have to kind of do at the end of the day here because that's where people are going to be willing to bid prior, and that's where people will be willing to bid if we ever get a flush or logical retest or whatever. So really on ETH, what I'm looking at the weekly here is like this high is what I would consider resistance, right? Maybe not that particular line test, but that high on the weekly was a very good level for ETH to push above and push to new highs, right? When it slips below, that's I don't know if people were in here in that time of the market in 2021. We had a grueling little chop fest of no consolidation until we compressed and moved back upwards. Flip this level back above before making new highs. This is a good level of support. If we lose this level, we see what happens, right? And now we look to regain this level completely, which is my pivot. So my entry is like slightly above here. I'll be honest on spot, but this is the level we want to see ETH trading above to push into new highs. And if not new highs, I would say like 4,800, man. We should be pushing up here into these wicks, which is where I feel like is a good spot to really TP some spot. We've contested these highs around 3 different times. 3 different times, literally. I'd expect us to blow through that level if it's going to happen. But we have a lot of work to do when it comes to flipping this level, as we can see. Every time it tries to happen, I mean, it just really hasn't ever happened yet. This is the first time we're really contesting it since right here, the beginning of the year. So we haven't really contested that level this year too often. And when we did, it was pretty grueling price action. So let's see if we flip bullish on the year, I would say. So, okay, sorry, I just blanked out for a second, guys. When we're looking at supply here on the weekly, like we have weekly supply here. So it's a loose area on the weekly, but it's an area nonetheless. And what I like to do is I like to see like, all right, so obviously people are going to look to short. You're going to look to hedge. Okay. Wait, give me a sec, guys. Let me analyze and then I'll give you my entries. You know? Let's do that first. This is like what I want people that are new to get used to doing. You want to look at things from the higher time frame, see what's going on, then go to the lower time frame, see what's the most logical entry right now, see what's the most logical entry if we start sweeping levels, see what's the most likely entry for a short if you miss. We got a really nice entry on BTC there, by the way, if you longed. Very, very good entry. So what I like to see is this is weekly supply right there. What's up, Mouse? How you doing, buddy? We're going to go down to the daily because we've already analyzed the weekly. We already know what this black line is. We already know what we're trying to flip and what we want acceptance above in a reclaim. So what? If you're looking for an entry, that's your entry now. Now that we've seen how we reacted, you want to see a sweep of these a sweep of these lows where people have already longed. Who knows if you get it or not, right? But this is going to be like, I would say, the ultimate long. Yesterday, maybe not yesterday, before the weekend, right? On Thursday, I would say around here. Let's say like Sunday, let's say early Monday. This was the logical level to bid. Even today, honestly, this was a logical level to bid. I would say like at 28.30. Like it was a good level to bid. There's hourly demand there. It's the top end of a big flip zone. That's a big level to bid, guys. So don't feel frustrated. But now if we sweep these lows, right, and contest this liquidity, you would assume that people are just going to look for like a deviation play, is what I would say. So that's what I'll be looking for an entry. But if you get it before this push up, who knows? When it comes to any divergences that are happening here, like so I guess. I'll take a look at ETH, BTC, Pump Fund. I already looked at ADA. That's pretty much what I'm gonna do today. I'm not gonna do too much more. Maybe look at it in X or two. If my fucking trading view wants to work again. I don't know what just happened there. Alright, I guess we just go on trading here. Alright. Can you guys see my chart? I just had to move it to something else. Yeah, but let me know if you guys see my chart. Is that music too loud too? All right, perfect. All right, so for ETH, I'm still going to look for this level. So we're going to look for a sweep of the 2940 to 29, like 2900. I mean, let's compare what the heat maps are saying as well. Yeah, I mean, obviously liquidity is down there. So when we're looking from an intraday perspective, like liquidity is right where our levels are. So that's the immediate spot to bid. That's the immediate spot that I would bid at because that's what I'm looking for is like liquidity. It's a good spot to print SFPs. It's a good spot to trap shorts. It's a good spot to take out previous longs. So honestly, when it comes from a liquidity perspective, that's what I'm looking for intraday. Is exactly what I showed you for ETH. But for a short level, absolutely, brother. Come on. You know me. What I like to do is I like to get on into that box and I like to go on the lower time frame and see what happened. So maybe we could look for a short into this box, right? Maybe you could pick up a good hedge or something. And that's what I'm going to look for right now as well. So yeah, I mean, that's what we're trading in right now. We're trading in like this 4 hour little supply level. Like I'm such a free baller when it comes to the charts. It's crazy. I have my own indicator. I don't even use it. It's crazy. Um, so we're basically just trading within this level. If we start closing in this level, we could start to see a push up into this black box. So if you're looking for a short, I mean, just look for a reaction here. If we start to push here and close within this level, I think we could just start to make a move back up to 3,400. This is going to be a big level of resistance here. So you want to see what price does when it gets there. So maybe we see a rejection right at the beginning of here, and then a flip back down, back into our level to long. This would be like the ideal deviation scenario if you're looking for longs, but let's say you missed out on the move, and if you're looking for a short, like up here, but at the same time, structure would break to the upside. We got like a little rising wedge 3 drive situation going down here. Little rising channel. So if we start to break above that rising channel, it is bullish, but we see deviations like this happen all the time where it just ends up. We caught a nice short, if you guys remember last week on Sol, I believe, that did the same exact thing where it pushed back above, deviated back down. We got a good ass retest and it printed bottom. So this is what I would like for ETH. I would say either scenario to long, long. Maybe try a short here. If it starts to flip this level, I could see it going to the midline. Usually supplies like to do this where we'll flip like this level and we'll tap the midline of the supply, come back, and price does what it does there. So that's my ETH analysis right there, guys. Not much more to that. If we do get a deeper flush scenario, I like anywhere down here is a big buy for me. See what BTC did there. Choppy price action today. Let me know if you guys like the way I analyzed that. I know I didn't look at indicators. I didn't look at anything there that I wanted to look at. But I like to just kind of look at a chart fresh when I haven't looked at it for a second. And then see what I would do before I even start to look at other things, if that makes sense. Thank you, brother. And then when you're looking at from a liquidity standpoint, like when I'm opening up these heat maps, which are super fucking laggy for some reason. In the higher time frame, there should be liquidity above. That is just waiting to short this. 31.15. You have about 212 million in orders up there. Yeah, I don't hate a short up there. I don't hate a short up there. What I would do is just place your alerts for when we start to get like right there. We start to get to like 31.20. See what price does. This could be a good short zone, and then the good long zone is what I kind of pointed out there. Appreciate that phone. Yeah, man. Yeah. I think you get a lot of clarity in charting things on your own and just canceling out the noise. But then on CPI days like today, where you just forget to look that it's a CPI day, you kind of get fucked, like me. All right, so ADA is retesting our entry again for about the fifth time today. That's okay. I saw Ave have a little bit of strength as well, so let's take a look at this one as well before BTC. I want to place a new limit for BTC. I'm just not sure where to bid right now. But again, we're going to start from the weekly perspective. Just see kind of what happened. This is a blowfin chart, so there's not much price action over here on the weekly. Or what I'm looking for. Like, I'm just looking for these closures, more or less. So we'll look at it from a daily perspective. And when Ave goes on these runs, it just kind of takes off. And with E strength showing, Ave definitely had strength all day. I was looking at it. Just didn't really act upon it. But it's definitely one of them ones. One of them ones you could look at. I like the retest it had on the daily already, where it came down, retested this level of demand. I really like how it was bullish off the top, but I don't ape in the dailies like this. I just can't do that. I mean, if you're hopping in Ave right here, you're kind of expecting it to go towards 350. That would be the only spot to target, right? When you're thinking liquidity, that's what you think. What's up, Survey? I'm always here, baby. I'm always here, bro. I'm happy you're here. So 350 should be where we're targeting on Ave. If you really want a good bid, I just don't know how greedy it is. It's like you should be able to bid this demand pretty safely. Not this demand. You should be able to bid this demand pretty safely. That's near daily open. I think that already retested. Like, let's see how that level formed. Yeah, we already retested that level. It should just keep pushing up, in my opinion, Ave. I just don't know how safe it is to take like your invalidation below these lows. I like Ave though. You see how it looks on the higher time frame? It's pretty easy to see what's happening on the lower time frame. Like the E situation, it should start pushing up. If E starts pushing up to 3150, Ave should just go to 350, in my opinion. You get easy invalidation below these lows. It's not a bad play when you're scalping. I just hate giving scalps like this because it's people over risk. If you take a scalp like this with like minimize the risk, aim for 350, that's like 4-1. It's not a bad risk. You lose money on these plays all day. It's not a bad play. But then, like what? Like you're looking for a less riskier entry, but this level already retested. So why would you want it again? You know, like on the 4 hour, this was good, but that's on the 4 hour after that level printed. That level is already reacted when this candle came into it, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is the opening of the last couple of hours. This is the opening of this 4 hours, isn't it? No, it's not. Am I tripping? Oh yeah. Perfect. So the last 4 hour already retested this one, and we're already above that. So there's no reason to really look for an entry back here, in my opinion. I think you're overdoing that level of demand. I just can't enter into these highs. That's not me. I don't do that. Right in the middle too. kind of hard for me to get an entry on this one. I would want near 304, but if front ran over here, that would be the ideal entry. The aggressive entry, which I think you could get, is down in this box. This is an aggressive entry. Invalidation below these lows. And then if you enter up here, it's just aggressive. You're just trying to aim for that home run. So pretty much what I'm looking at for Ave here. Okay. Move on. Let's move on to BTC. See what it's doing. So I drew this yesterday. Reason being is we had people that were longing here before the next impulse back up. So there's liquidity down here. And when you go to an hourly, you see that even more so. We had lows here. We didn't sweep those lows. So invalidation below those lows are safe for now. Are we going to target them? I don't know. My invalidation was 105.5. So it's pretty close to that level. Just because I assumed that if we were going to hold, it shouldn't like come too close to that level. Came closer than I expected. But from a lower time frame, this hourly has yet to really do much. If it starts to act impulsive and close back above 117.8, I can see it start to push to 120, like this box first. This was the breakdown yesterday, so I could see it pushing back to that break and then seeing what price does after that. We got a good level here, which I would look for a short here, in my opinion. And see what it does here. But this is where you want to see BTC hold. On these levels for sure. Let me know if you guys want me to look at any specific charts. I just wanted to do BTC and ETH and get a feel for things. Intraday. And a little bit on the macro. And I'm going to end here with BTC. So if there's anything else, I'll look at it. But probably just like one or two other ones. Probably just one or two other ones. All right. So BTC on the daily. I have a cleaner chart. BTC on the daily had this nice little level of demand. It was printing this little order block here. I wouldn't even really call it demand. I just say demand there before it's formed because people were looking to bid there before the next push to all-time high, right? So we're trading within these ranges, and you could see that apparent in like ETH and ADA and other things. Ideally, like for a good entry on BTC, when we're looking on the 4-hour, because you don't have too much on the daily. You have really impulsive candles. You have these highs, obviously, so I mean we could begin there. So this is for sure a level that can contest, and you can look at it in hindsight on a nuke and be like, damn, that was a perfect all-time high flip. Which can happen, but is it going to happen yet? I don't know. So move down to the 4-hour, see what's going on there. I mean, there's a lot of confluence for that to be a good bid, which is why I think that we should start holding up here first. Like, this is the level to bid. This is a good trend retest. This is a good level to assume price is going to hold. Because if we're going down here, like, you're retesting the break. I don't think it should retest that quick. I think it would be healthier to go higher, retest there first, but 112 to 110 I think is the good bid. Wouldn't you guys agree? I mean, is that what you guys are thinking? What are you guys thinking with BTC here? It's anyone's guess. I mean, I want to see like 115.2, 113.4. I wouldn't think those numbers, but those are good numbers. I mean, if you get that level, I would assume it would be good. See, on the hourly, what I like is that 113. I like that 113 level because you get good confluence before this break. We had people aggressively bidding here. So this is a good retest in my opinion. But we're at a good level that is a good retest. Remember, if we start to reclaim and hold, that's good. You'd want to be positioned because odds are we're going to push back up to 120, 121. POCs, I think that once we retest higher, if that, Like if we go to 121, I think you could get a good short down to 113. I think that would be a good playbook as well. I'm not saying that's going to happen. I'm saying that's a good risk to return, good playbook, good buys to have. Right? We're starting to hold here, starting to reclaim. As long as we hold here, I think we could push back to 120, which is the previous break, right? That my stupid ass was trying to long yesterday. And then 121. So that's pretty much my analysis on BTC, I would say, for that. When it comes to the higher time frame, that's what you're looking at. And then when it comes down to a lower time frame, that's what I'm looking at as well. I think we could scalp madly. I think we're going to scalp with the next couple of days, next couple of weeks. I think we can get good scalp opportunities until some move happens, and then we go from there. If CPI didn't take us down below these lows, then I think that maybe we just chop around and print some money. Maybe alts want to do something, so I guess we'll start to look at some. Maybe look at pump real quick, and then take a look at some. Take a look at ETH. Okay, so pump I like a lot. I'm in with John. I didn't call my own play. If you listen to Pocky and you play fibs, you know, like I'm sure you could have got a nice solid fib play. Don't even have to draw that perfect to see it was good. Even right here, I'm sure you could have got a nice fib play. Damn, beautiful every time. Even on the retest up, so beautiful. We are below this level, so if you're looking for an entry, that 5-9 level is good on an intraday perspective. And this is solely looking off fibs, right? That should be a good level to bid. And then this top end, if you're lucky to get this sweep, would be a good level to bid as well. I don't see the point of overcomplicating things like this. It's brand new. You have these type of tools to use for that. When we're looking at it from the flip side, and I'm literally just going to use the fibs for this because it's the easiest way to do a chart like this. It's brand new. There's mad volume, so people are looking at things like this. So we got a high right here into supply. Like if you're looking to short and hedge, this is the level to do it. If you're looking to take profit off a bag you bought down here, this is the spot to do it right here. All right. You can maybe see a range form before a move up. We have good demand there, so you might see that retested if we get a move down here, right? So I apologize for the quick explanation. I hope you still catch my drift. I appreciate you guys coming last minute as well. Let me know if that helps. That's very quick on how I look at price action. Extremely quick too. Like I said, there's no point to overcomplicate things like these. It's so apparent, see what's happening. But when you start to look at the lower time frame, you got to be ready to bid things like this. Like I said, I'm just gonna use fibs because it's the easiest way to look at a chart like this. Like people are bidding this. That's what people are bidding. They're playing Fibonacci's when the chart opens up like this. And this is just from Pocky's strat. Like it's a Fibonacci. Young, my dog, what's up? I got you, man. I got you. I'm glad that helps. It's being recorded. Hit me with the recording after that, Cypress, as well. I'm gonna put it on my YouTube, so you guys are gonna have it everywhere. So that's that one. We looked at pump. We looked at BTC. Like I said, just keep looking for this reclaim. There's no reason to overcomplicate this. This is what we drew in the beginning of the stream. What else did I look at? ADA. It's above my entry, thank God. If we get movement on the 1 day, like I said, I really like it. If we got that retest on BTC already, I know you can't really see the 1 day right there nicely, but it looks nice. I could see it being the hype right here. XRP, I saw some people want XRP. Yes, AVE for sure. Definitely. I have a watch list here. This is my watch list right now. I'm not looking at anything else but this. I don't know why MAV's up there in big time, but some things are there because I'm looking at it. I'm going to take a look at XRP real I'll take a look at Farcoin real quick. I got you. So Farcoin is under resistance, just battling with this high. Damn, why is my fucking indicator not working, bro? Yo. Oh, there it is. Oh, I got something for you guys. That's what I was looking for. Fire. All right, so Fartcoin swept Monday's low. Are there any girls on your watch list? No, no. I'm on every girl's watch list. Not every girl, not every girl. Most girls. So Fartcoin, the ideal entry would be 116. I think you get, I would say like 113. 113 around the monthly open. Sick bids there. Good confluence for a flip. I like it a lot. I'll place a bid there just in case it happens. I really just like this, not overcomplicated analysis of it. It's just super straight to the point. I think you could even just purchase up some nice spot bids down there even. I really like a bid like that. So I'll place it. But around that monthly open, deviate below and slice back above. We saw this level too, right here. I like my indicator because it shows previous levels that can react. Like we had a nice divergence here, reacted, came back down, swept the range low, deviated. The place that was a good flip level. So this on the higher time frame, which is 4 hour right now, should be good. When you're looking aggressively, you want to look for a flip and acceptance back above Monday low, in my opinion. We got this like supply level, which I don't like. It's retested. Honestly, if you're looking for a short opportunity, I like Fartcoin more for a short. That might not age well right now because we haven't closed this hourly below where I'd want it yet. But we did retest the top end of this supply with a wick. So when I'm looking at it from a 4 hour perspective, it's not a bad short. Like if you're targeting that long, if you think we're gonna get down there, even down here, yeah, if you think we're going down here, this is not a bad short to take. It's risky, but not bad. Because if the hourly begins to close strong, like we saw yesterday on my ETH short, you get stopped. And then you get stopped maybe for it to even play well. Like, it's like that, you know? You'll get screwed over with some fuckery. But I could see Farco doing any one of these. I don't mind the short. I just really don't like what happened to me yesterday in the market. Like I don't like how I got hunted and then the play worked out and then I didn't long and then I closed my other long break even. I've been in this 88 long all day. I don't like that. I just like to see how things play out. But this is how I would look at the market. You get an easy invalidation long below this low, or you get the short continuation, which again, higher time frame, I don't like how it looks. And it already retested where it should for you to put it in invalidation above that wick. On the hourly, I don't know, it just opened up. The half hour, like, doesn't look the best. 15-minute again doesn't look the best. But yesterday, the same shit happened to me. The lower time frame, like the 5 minute, looks better than the rest, but not getting no divergences around there. We'll look back on this later and see how it happened. I agree. That's kind of what I'm looking at too. But maybe you could get like again, like maybe it starts to accept above Monday's low and then deviates and goes down to the level. A few things could happen here, and I don't know which one I want to play. That's where I'll stay out. ADA I'm gonna play out though. I think ADA is just like flirting with a breakout, so we'll see. Big Cypress hit me with that video. Wait, I'll take a look at a quick index. Keep forgetting to do that. ETH looks strong. The hourly looks strong, but we're gonna be getting a weekly like we did every other chart. Just ignore the indicator for now. Sorry about that. Yeah, man. Looking to reclaim a big level. Big level. A lot of work to do, but still like it's strong. It's putting in some work. It's at the range highs right now, breaking out. So let's see if this is an SFP of the previous highs. Let's see. Let's see. We have great demand down below in line with Monday high. So if we do retest and get a flush out, that's where we're looking to bid. That'll go hand in hand with ETH at around 2880, 2830s maybe if we're lucky. I appreciate that, bro. That means a lot. Seriously. Thank you.
Saw a side of myself that I just never knew. I'd probably self-destruct if I ever knew, but I never knew. Daddy doing double shifts. Want to do the beating, I open up like a double click. More blessings because I'm generous. 30 seat of plane for like 10 of us. Remember when I bought Celie the fake Chanel wallet? She knew that shit was a
Weekly perspective, Total 2 as well has already broken out on the weekly.
Picking up the public statements about my private life. I can never sleep till morning on all my quiet nights, but you can rest assured that my mind is right. Get no sick days. I leave for like 3 months and 6 days. Never stick around to see shit change. Get little updates. Texting my inboxes have been popping. Seasons go by like I'm binge watching. Went from Club Palazzo in the bridge to Club Live to not even showing up at a club that's we doing biz. I can't even party while a nigga pursuing this. Distractions will do you in the truest sense. Especially people that want to lecture me and frame it like they just want the best for me or they check for me.
Excuse
They
me.
don't know they got that need to get to me. No one done it successfully. 7 a.m. in Germany, can't believe that they heard of me. Last always like surgery.
Oh yeah, so 125 trillion for Total 2. Put your alerts there. That's the retest you want to get if we get it. 119, 118 is going to be your nuke level. If we get down that deep, that's where you buy heavy. I don't know why we should retest weekly demand down that low, but if we get there, shit. You should already be fully positioned by then. So I don't know where the capital would come from, but figure it out. But all reality, like this green box would be the ideal situation to buy alts, but we look strong. So, 125 is really what goes in line with the aggressive bid, assuming that we're not done yet pushing. Or we chop solid A for BTC and alts run. That would be the aggressive retest. That would be a good retest. That would maybe happen on Thursday, maybe into the weekend, and then we pump into the weekend, and then next week early on alts and shit. So Ando, I was looking at on the higher time frame as well. Yeah, this is a good stream, guys. I'm gonna get off pretty soon. So Ando is in like just a long accumulation. It feels like. I feel like it's a good coin to keep your eyes on. It's obviously it just reminds me of some coins like before they had more runs. It's one of those like first runners that people know when they talk about RWA and shit like that. So I can see Ano going on a run too. And I haven't looked at pairings, but I'm not going to right now. I think that's a good spot to leave it off, guys. Thank you guys for coming through. I always appreciate you guys. We will yeah, I agree with that, Jimmy. I can see that happening. But that's where we're gonna make some money, I think. So I'm gonna start the scalp, to be honest. Cypress is gonna he's gonna give me the stream, so I'm gonna post it up on my YouTube. He's gonna post it up in the WG as usual. I'll post our plans. I made plans, but I didn't post any limits on the stream like I wanted to. But I'll do that. Nah, XRP I already looked at. Got you guys. Have a good day, guys. Peace.